is news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Breaking. Igboho in fresh trouble as federal government plans to file fresh charges against him. The news in full. Fresh reports have emerged that the federal government may file a fresh action against Yoruba secessionist agitator Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, following the judgment of Oyo State High Court, which awarded 20 billion naira in damages in his favor. Nigeria's Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, told the news agency of Nigeria in New York that the federal government had the right to appeal the judgment or file a fresh charge. The judge, Ladiran Akintola, had awarded the money as an exemplary and aggravated damages against the Attorney General of the Federation and the State Security Services (SSS) over the invasion of Adeyemo's home in Ibadan on July 1st. However, Malami said that the position of the federal government on the judgment was about law and jurisdiction. In his words, as far as this matter is concerned, which court is it that has the jurisdiction to determine it? And as you rightly know, obedience to court orders and court judgments is said. But then, you have to understand within the context of such obedience that there are associated rights and interests that are vested in the federal government, inclusive of rights of appealing against a judgment, inclusive of rights to file an application for setting aside the purported judgment and order, and indeed inclusive of the possibility of filing a fresh action if indeed the jurisdiction of the court that was alleged to have indeed handed the case or the judgment is an issue. So, we are doing the needful in terms of looking at the law as it exists and then working within the context of the law in ensuring that justice is done as far as the contending issues between the parties are concerned, the minister explained. Sunday Adeyemo Igboho's counsel, Yomi Aliyu, had filed a case of 500 billion naira fundamental human rights enforcement suit against the Attorney General of the Federation and the State Security Services and the Director of the SSS in Oyo State over the invasion of his home in Ibadan on July 1st. Aliyu claimed that his client's house and cars were damaged, while 2 occupants of the house were killed by the SSS operatives during the incident. However, counsel to Attorney General of the Federation, Abdullah Abubakar, had argued that there was no evidence before the court that the blood seen in the video clip tendered by Aliyu belonged to a human being. Abubakar also said that there was nothing in the video clip that showed that the house that was invaded belonged to Sunday Adeyemo Igboho or linked the Attorney General of the Federation with the invasion. Meanwhile, Yomi Aliyu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has explained why he requested for 500 billion naira as compensation for his clients. Speaking with the nation, Aliyu said that his decision to ask for 500 billion naira exemplary and aggravated damages for his clients at an Oyo State High Court was to determine the Department of State Security (DSS) personnel from attacking citizens illegally. He then said, there is a case that says that when something is rampant and you want to stop it, you must ask for aggravated and exemplary damages. DSS personnel have been invading citizens' house illegally. They won't stop until this kind of damage is awarded against them and act as a deterrent. In a rancorous manner, President Muhammadu Buhari's media organization, BMO, has accused the prominent Niger Delta leader, Pa Edwin Clark, of deliberately conflicting issues on the proposed naval base in Kano, reports PM News. The organization made the accusation in reaction to the open letter by Edwin Clark. They said that Clark released the letter in order to divert attention from his silence over the grand theft of public funds recently unearthed in the region. In a statement signed by its chairman Niyi Akinshiju, Secretary Cassidy Madueke, the group said that the arguments put up by the leader of the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, in the open letter to Muhammadu Buhari on the matter were entirely based on lies. And the analysis is that sequel to the arrest of Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, who is at the Benin facility, that is the police station of the Benin, after being arrested on his way to Germany from Benin Republic, after the DSS were alleged to have invaded his house, killed 2, arrested 12, and then he was able to manage to escape that midnight. After then, the lawyer of the secessionist actually went to court and filed a case of 500 billion naira fundamental human rights, saying that the DSS operatives actually invaded his house and killed 2 people, and then made him, and that was actually out of their rights to do. And the Igboho's counsel says that the enforcement of this suit was actually against the Attorney General of the Federation, the State Security Service, and the Director of the SSS in Oyo State over this invasion. And therefore, Aliyu claimed that they killed 2 of his people, his occupants, and then invaded his home unlawfully, saying that it was needed for him to file this kind of case because the SSS has actually become, they are doing this regularly now by invading people's house. And if this kind of suit was not filed against them, then they will not deter from attacking citizens illegally, saying that that there is a case that says that when something is rampant and you want to stop it, you must ask for aggravated and exemplary damages. And that is why he has asked for 500 billion naira exemplary and aggravated damages for his clients at an Oyo State High Court. And the Oyo State High Court had actually awarded 20 billion naira in damages of Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho's favor. And Abubakar Malami, who is the Nigerian's Minister of Justice, actually told the news agency in New York that the federal government has the right to appeal the judgment or file a new case entirely.